Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play .hack GU Volume 2. This is Some Type of Artist, and today, oh boy, today, my, favorite part of the whole game happens today. But first, we have to log out and check our email or something. Who's has what for us? What's going on today in email land? Syllabus. Hasayo, did you know you can tune up your bike in the back room of the Intermediate Level Guild? I asked Death Grunty about it, and being an NPC, he had a specific answer for that specific question. You have to clear a certain quest first. Then, if you get a good score, you'll receive rare bike parts with special abilities. The more bike missions you complete, the bigger of a nerd you are, because it's all just extra padding that doesn't mean anything in the long run. But bike missions are fun, so we're gonna do it anyway, and I don't care what the damn internet says. I am cool. Oh, that was specific. Dear Sayo, don't even care. Master Yod has reported that Ida signals were picked up during the Holy Palace title match. The Holy Palace title match?
Ida signal at the title match. Could Sirius have something to do with her?
He was
To think of it, he and
looking
Alkaid were
weird.
fighting about something earlier. Maybe she'll know what's up.
Maybe.
Guess I'll go look for Alkaid.
Too bad she hates me because I'm a terrible person with no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Oh man, if only I were cooler, she'd probably want to be friends, and then we could help save Sirius together. Oh well, let's check out the results of our automatic card game. Ooh, 31 wins and 37 losses with that deck I put together the last time I was here. Oh, so you don't start off with great cards, but as you keep playing, even if you lose a bunch, you will get booster packs with more cards. So if this is something that you think you might be interested in, keep checking back and then you'll be able to make better decks. And I think the more... I guess the better ranking you do, the better cards you'll get eventually too. And the message boards, I skip over all of the Crimson Versus message boards because it's so unessential to this Let's Play, in my opinion. Be honest, I really shouldn't be showing too much of Crimson Versus off, but whatever. There's like tips and tricks in there. One of the cool things about Crimson Versus is the art on all the cards. There's like a lot of throwbacks to previous .hack franchises. But those were all the new cards we got, and after you open up all your booster packs, you see your entire binder or something. And if you make a row, like if one row is filled up with like at least one card of each of those spots, so basically if you have all of the cards in one row, then you'll get like a bonus booster set too. I'm not sure if it's like a better one or not, I can't really remember. But, and then you can check your, like, log history of all the automatic card games, too, to see kind of, like, what specifically isn't going right, if you really want to. Oh, who cares about cards? It's Alkaid.
Alkaid, there's something that I want to ask you.
Hasayo, come with me on an adventure!
Oh my god. Oh my god! What?
The words are, let's see, we'll make it Theta Severe Unclean Graded.
I don't even care that you came out of thin air. What? What are you sighing for, Hasayo?
Looks like I better listen to her, for now.
For now? Why? She must be planning something. She hates us. Why would she ever want to play with us? Why would she ever ask us on a date? Oh man, I don't know. What should I do? Who should I bring? We can't just do a two-party adventure. Adeli's not here, so we don't have our healer. Gaspard? No, she's gonna think I'm totally lame if I pick Gaspard. Pyros. Pyros is cool. Pyros will make me seem cool, right? Right? He's a low level. He could use some levels, and we haven't seen him in a while. Oh man. I can't believe Alkaid just asked us on a date. Oh my god. Level 37, level 42, level 40. Oh man, she's at the top of her game too. Look at this nerd, level 15, 10. God, what kind of loser doesn't even take care of his own equipment? Yeah, I have this like high level alchemized +5 lance for him too, that I've been dying for an excuse to give him. but not enough to just invite him to the party, give it to him, and then continue on with whatever. So, just gonna upgrade him a little bit. Alkaid's fine. Alkaid's finally a member of your party! And oh my god, this is probably a huge reason why Volume 2 is, like, possibly my favorite volume. It's just... Alk, my favorite character, joins your party, and she also plays, like, a big role in the plot, too, and it's just gonna be a good time. So let's go on our not date with Alkaid in this dungeon. I love it! Alright, Alkaid's a twin blade, so she's our first actual twin blade that joins the party. Haseo can use them. You could have considered him really a twin blade until he got his job extension. I don't know, it's weird, because he's an adept rogue. You know, that means so little in terms of an identity, because you don't really meet another adept rogue except for Matsu. And,
Alkaid.
oh my god. Is she gonna talk to us? No, we're horrible. Of course she wouldn't want to talk to us. Oh man. I'm not good with girls, guys. They're so weird. Haseo is terrible with girls. He really is. He has, like, no idea. One of the characters that joins your party later, like, mocks him for it, too. But, yeah, this is, I said before in a few episodes ago that I might have, like, started playing around with the format of some of these episodes, because I kind of felt like some of the areas kind of felt more repetitive than the battles. So for this one, instead of cutting out a lot of the battles, I'm gonna just leave a lot of the battles in and cut out the actual area themselves, because we've seen this cave, like, a million times. And honestly, I figured since we have a brand new party member, this would be a pretty cool chance to, like, show her off a little bit. So she's a pretty good twin blade. Like, she'll have skills that Haseo won't, unless you've just been playing with his twin blades more than his broadsword. I've always just stuck with the broadsword just because we've spent like half a game in Volume 1, you know, leveling up twin blades, and we've got to kind of catch up with the broadsword. And by the time the second job extension comes around, you should be kind of even with both of them. And then how the game will change then when that happens, you can easily switch between any of the weapons and use them all fairly equally. But yeah, Alkaid's great. She is an emperor, or an ex-emperor after all, so it should come to like be no surprise that she's pretty good in battle. She is a twin blade though, so keep in mind that she will have kind of overall lower stats. She kind of makes up for it with like faster, quicker attacks. But I mean, Dot Hack GU is a very easy game, so there really shouldn't be too much of an issue here. I didn't keep in like every single battle because, yeah, unfortunately, it's only a 2-floor dungeon. But even cutting out like all of the, you know, cave exploration, the battles are still kind of the meat of all of my recordings, so I don't know. I still would like to mix it up a little bit, but I was kind of disappointed to see how much, you know, how little cut footage there was just by leaving in the battles. But at least for now, for today, we'll have battles in, just to kind of show it off a little bit more. Because it's weird, because like battles are like a big part of Dot Hack GU, and you know, I do show battles with, like, new enemies you fight and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of them, like, when I cut battles, it's just like the start of the battle and the end of the battle, and I feel like, I don't know how well I'm really representing a lot of the battles in here. And I guess my argument was they're so repetitive that it's like, if you see it once, that's all you really need to do. So I don't know. We'll see how it is now. Like I said though, just trying something different here. But What am I doing? Oh my god, everybody's SP is so little. I think they might be on Rage or something. I can't really remember. Actually, you know, Rage may not be as bad as I thought it was. Early in the game, when you're, like, limited on items, it might be, you know, something you don't want to do because you may want to have other characters concentrate on healing if it gets to that point, or, you might want to have them, you know, not burn through their SP, as fast as they can. But, I was doing a bit of level grinding for post-game in Volume 3 yesterday, and I had some weak characters that I wanted to play catch-up on the Rage strategy, and they were gaining weapon levels, like, much faster. I didn't really think about that too much, because I was just thinking mostly about just, you know, not wasting a ton of items every other battle trying to, like, heal them up. But that might be something you want to consider. If you haven't used someone in a long time and you can afford to, you might want to keep them on Rage just so they can get more experience with their weapon levels. Because characters will level up even if they're not in your party, but their weapon levels will stay the same. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of the drawback. I kind of wish there was something you can see with skills themselves, like for damage outputs and stuff like that. Because even when I just use Haseo's skills, you know, it's not until, like, Volume 3 when I'm really noticing the later skills are very strong. Like, for Volume 1 and most of Volume 2, I kind of feel like they all do about the same amount of damage, and they all cost about the same amount of SP, too. Like, the bigger difference seems to really be whether or not a skill has a greater effect on aerial enemies, or if it has, like, a pierce effect for the armored enemies. But, you know, it would be cool if there was kind of, like, some kind of indicator where it's, like, you know, how much damage it puts at, or how many times it hits an opponent, or something like that. Just to kind of, like... Because it's cool getting new skills and everything, but it doesn't feel very, like... different than what you've been doing. Like, and I don't know, I guess that's just one of the few disadvantages of the skill trigger, actually, because it doesn't show your SP cost when you're in the skill trigger, and I don't know if anybody really actually goes to the menu to select skills themselves. With the skill trigger, it just feels so obsolete, but you can do that. And you can actually select your allies' skills, too. That's something that's almost never really needed in GU, but it was like a key thing to do in the original games. It was something I initially faulted GU for until I either remembered or realized that you can do that. But, yeah, in the original series, your skills, you could kind of tell, like... just from, I don't know, I always felt like since you have to go to the menu to select your skills anyway, and you never really can have a lot of them at once because of how skills and magic are tied to your equipment, like, you can tell what's stronger by how much SP it costs to do it, and it will also give, like, a level, so, like, for example, like, Kite's Twin Blade skills, he has 3 different types of Twin Blade skills, and they're all level 1, and they don't have an element attached to it. And then, on higher level pieces of equipment, you'll start finding the same skill, like the same animation and everything like that, but they'll add an element to it and call it something else. And it'll just basically be a level 2 skill, and it'll cost more SP to do. And then they'll do the same thing a third time for level 3 ones. So it's basically like 3 different skills you have, but there's 3 different levels of power, and each of those levels of power can also have an element attached to it as well. In this one, they're all, like, different skills, but I don't know... I don't really know what kind of power there is. When you get the very last skill you can learn, I forget exactly what it's called because I just started getting them in Volume 3. Those, I guess, are supposed to be, like, the strongest you can get, because they really, like, emphasize it. I think they call them level 3 arts, but every time you do, like, another weapon level up, that specific skill will level up as well. So, I guess in that way, that's, you know, something you could get with power, but for the rest of them, and for, like, the majority of the game, like, I don't know. It would have just been nice to see, like, a comparison. Man, listen to me talk over this date with Alcade. Enjoy these Beast Awakenings while you can as well, because we'll get a new Awakening form that makes the Beast and Demon Awakenings completely useless. Although it is interesting to see them, because this third Awakening that we're going to get requires you to have 3 people in your party, and unfortunately, because of some dumb parts of the game, you'll be forced into a battle with, like, 2 people, or if one of your other party members is actually, you know, dies, you won't be able to use it. So I think I do switch to Beast Awakening again when I get to a point in the game where I can only have 2 people in the party for that particular part. And Haseo does have, like, a new portrait for his next job extension. And I actually think it looked kind of cool, too. So that's something I hope... I really hope I ended up recording and I can show off. Because it's usually not something you'd think to do, because, like I said, this new Awakening you'll get is just basically going to make these 2 obsolete. Excuse me. Obsolete. Man, it's like amazing how cool that, like, fan thing on the back of Alcade's outfit is, and how Haseo gets a very similar one for his final form, and it looks so fucking stupid. I'm really not a fan of Haseo's final form. I saw some art of, I guess, the form after that in the Volume 4 thing they're doing for the HD re-release that's coming out, and, you know, it's still edgelordy, but I do think it looks a hell of a lot cooler than, you know, his final one in Volume 3. Man, I love that, like, drill thing on the lances so much. You know, it's a shame that you don't really get another Lord Partisan to use, because I would have liked to have, like, a lance user in my party more. Yeah, unfortunately, Pyrrhus III is probably going to get less and less important to use in battles, because you'll be getting more characters that take more of a role in the story. Not that he ever took a huge role in the story, but he will be one of the characters to, like, fade into the background. But oh, are we going to be on our date?
Enough. I want to know what's going on.
Shut up, Haseo. Just be grateful you're there with waifu.
You saw what Sirius was like.
Yeah, it was kind of odd. Was he always like that?
It's your... Ever since you became the Demon Palace's Emperor, Sirius has been acting weird.
He's acting weird?
Sirius, he has decided to no longer come to Ecolo.
But it only had 3 people.
He was always so proud of how he used to perfect his skill in the arena. And now he...
Now he left, and there was just 2 people there. And Entrance never showed up in the first place, so it's just Taihaku now.
That's what you get for attempting to steal it!
Ever since he decided to pair up with that wing guy and that naked guy, he's completely lost his mind.
Oh, That naked guy.
No, no! That's not serious!
Oh, I love that that's the adjective to describe Orca.
Pi mentioned that an audio signal had been reported at the Holy Place.
The naked guy. And they say that a lot
Could
too.
Sirius have been taken over by Ida, like Entrance was? Then there are the other two who were with him. What about them?
Yeah, our new Triage
The
posse.
guy and the naked guy.
Naked guy.
Could they be the same ones that were together with Triage on the Ida
So
server?
weird that they call him the naked guy.
Sirius and I, we used to love to argue whenever we saw each other.
Aw.
He was always so hard-headed about everything, and I would never be honest about anything.
That should be a red flag right there.
That day, the day I lost to you in the tournament, I just didn't know what to do with myself anymore. All my confidence and bluster was just for show. Just the thought of fighting you again made my legs shake and my head spin. My throat would even go dry.
It's okay. I'd be
I
pretty,
didn't even know why I'd
you know,
lost. I just didn't
rustled
wanna
up if
experience
I
that
lost
kind
to
of
Haseo
humiliation
too.
again.
Yeah, humiliation.
The
That's
notion
the
of
word.
becoming emperor again seemed almost absurd. That's why I told Sirius that I wasn't coming back to Icolo.
Wait, could you still be a part of it? Because when we went to Icolo, it said it was only for emperors, and you were an
What
ex-emperor.
do you think you're doing? That which I wish to protect is the only faith worthy enough for the attention of the Emperor's throne. And all of the effort and bravery that is required to defeat a strong opponent, that is my purpose and my pride. There was once a time when you used to understand that.
Serious.
Sirius is way too serious about this game.
I want you and I to understand each other. All of these feelings, this faith,
Feelings.
Cade, it's because of you.
And she's like blushing too. I don't really get this scene. It almost like feels like, you know, they were like in a relationship or something. But like all Sirius is ever talking about is like wanting to be the best at a video game.
I'd become obsessed with protecting what I had built up, and had forgotten all the things that had been important to me, like meaning, faith, and pride.
Like when Alcade talks about it, it seems like she's just, you
It's
know,
only natural that I lost you.
doing something that gave her confidence. Sirius just seems like it's like a power trip.
Haseo, I need you to help me.
Alcade, you...
Please, I need to talk to Sirius more than anything. I need to know why he's been acting like that. He'll never listen to me if I just approach him straightforwardly. There's nothing more I can do on my own. Sirius was always particular about fighting in the arena. If I can make my way through the tournament and get to fight him directly, I might be able to find something out. Please, please, Haseo, please, enter the tournament with me.
Yes, yes, I will, Alcade. No, what are you doing, Haseo? Why are you screwing things up?
If we enter together.
I'll go! Screw Haseo! I played video games for, like, my whole fucking life. I'll do
I
it.
guess I'm asking too much.
No! Haseo's just a dick!
Yeah, I know I am.
It's not too much asking you to play a video game! It's like the most basic thing a friendship can do.
Look, just forget I ever said anything, okay?
No!
Well, that's all I wanted to say.
I'll do it!
Hey,
Haseo, say something, you fucking twat!
I'm gonna let you have the treasure box. It's to make up for my obnoxious request.
There was nothing obnoxious about it! Haseo, say something reassuring, you idiot! Oh my god, you are like the worst fucking thing in the world. God damn it, man. That's my anime crush. from 10 years ago that you're messing with. Don't talk to her. Ugh, you fucking idiot. Yeah, so I don't really care what Alkaid says. I'm giving her the treasure anyway. Here you go, Alkaid. This is for Haseo's obnoxious behavior. I love that punch thing that Pyrrhus III does. Well, anyway, hopefully next time Haseo will stop being such a weird, awkward jerk and play a video game with a girl that asked him to. So, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.